Robbie's. Any idea what's happening this weekend yet?
Not yet, Brian. To be honest, we're just preparing as normal, in the hope that the game goes ahead and the powers that be will make the decision on it.
What's your preference?
Obviously, we want to play football matches. That's what we're here to do, and entertain. But it's out with our control, and we understand that there's big issues out in society at the moment. We have to be very respectful of that. But we would like to play the game. We would like to have as many fans as we can there. But we shall wait and see.
It may be, Robbie, that they actually play Boxing Day fixtures and then the winter break begins early because of the very few dates that they have available to actually play these games. Should that be taken into account, or should it be all about the fans and say, look, if there's no fans, we basically shouldn't be having any football?
I think for me, football is about the fans, so we have to try and get them in as much as we can. I think the decision about this weekend, it's come so quickly, and understand the dynamics of trying to find dates as well to fit the games in. I think it's a big decision to make. So the powers that be at the clubs and at the SPFL will make that decision, and we will heed that.
I suppose if you're confused, the players may well be a bit confused as well. Has it been easy to actually get them to still to focus on the possibility of playing this game on Boxing Day, or some of them maybe looking ahead to maybe having Boxing Day off?
No, the players have been fine, to be honest. We've just spoke about the games going ahead. To be honest, it was only really yesterday that things started to move in the process of it. So from our perspective, they train today, they'll be off tomorrow, and then we've got 2-day prep for the game if it does go ahead.
Hearts have just said that they hope, they would like obviously fans in, but they've been preference to bring the winter break forward. Would that give clarity to everybody?
Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for everyone, is just some sort of decision to get made, and understand there's games tonight, so it's getting everyone together and making that decision. So the sooner the better, so we can plan, whether the game goes ahead in Boxing Day and then we bring it forward, which would probably be the preference for most teams, and it allows us to get at least 2 games, move back a little bit to try and get the fans in.
What's the situation regarding your own winter break then? There was plans, was there not, to go to Spain or Portugal? Yeah, look, we haven't made a full decision on it, but it's very, very unlikely it will go. I think it's important that, in this time and everything's going on in society, that we have to be respectful of that as well. And we could go, we have permission to go, but we've made a kind of decision that we're not going to do it. It just needs to be clarified. These are important games, Robbie, for both. Well, this Sunday in particular is a very important game, isn't it?
They're all important games, to be honest with you, and one important for football, but also important for the fans as well to see it. That's why there is a disappointment there that they're not going to be there. But I'm sure that if it does go ahead, then I'll be watching it, and the following 2 games, if they do get postponed, hopefully we can get as many people in as possible.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thanks, Brian.
Robbie, can you tell us about Nathaniel Atkinson, and how much can you tell us about your moves to bring him in?
Look, he's said previously we were going to strengthen in certain areas. It's an area we're looking at. I'm not going to speak about it because it's still something that's in the process of happening at the moment. So we have to be respectful of other teams as well as players.
If you were able to bring him in early, though, how good a start to the January window and the strength in the squad would that be? Like
any club, you want to bring players in as early as you can. We don't want to be sitting in the last day of January trying to bring in 2 or 3 players. We know what we need to get in. We want to get it done early. It allows us then to prepare for the games that are coming up in the middle to end of January.
Do you have interest in any of your players' reports that there's possible interest in Armand non-July?
I think to be honest, I think there'll be interest in a number of players. So we've got a few guys that are coming out of contract, a few guys that are in contract have done very, very well. So I would expect some sort of offers for probably 3 or 4 of the players.
Cheers.
Thank you.
That's guys.
That is.
How are you looking for the weekend, team news-wise, Robbie?
Good, we're alright. Michael's full training, boys will train on Friday. Stephen Kingsley still waiting for the scan results, but doesn't look too bad. Whether he makes it for Sunday or not, I'm not sure, but I don't expect him to be out long term.
What about Josh Ginnelly? Is he back from suspension?
Josh is back from suspension, yep, trained yesterday, so yeah, he'll be fine.